Hello everyone, this is ZRPG Revamped, and today I'm going to do something a little different. It was actually a suggestion from TheSpotlightTech, something that you wanted to see, and that was my top 10 Wii games, and that's what I'm going to do today. Now these definitely aren't the best Wii games, we can say that much. And a lot of the best Wii games I haven't played, even though I have quite a bit of the better Wii games. Skyward Sword, I think it would have had a huge possibility of being on this list. Like, I don't think it would have been too unfair to say that I could have had this in place of one of these games, and it wouldn't have been a problem at all for me. Yeah, I really love Skyward Sword, but I haven't played near enough of it to kind of give it that achievement, though. So obviously did something wrong if we couldn't keep my attention for that long. But definitely not their best games. I think one game is a game that can't be found. That can be found on systems other than the Wii, or other than Nintendo systems. But other than that, they're mostly exclusive Wii titles. I tried to do that. And it was really hard, especially like the last 5 or 6, which is almost the majority of it. I really couldn't tell where to place them. The placement was really difficult for me. And I booted some out. I'm really unsure of whether they should have been in it still or not. But let's get right into it then. Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. You probably wouldn't expect to see this on this list, honestly. And yeah, there's fair reason for that. It's not like the most blockbuster of a game. It's like a kiddish game, it's a family-friendly game. But if you get someone to play multiplayer with this, if you get someone to play multiplayer with you on this game, it's a lot of fun. And I really love, even though I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, it's awesome to have all 6 episodes, be able to play through all of them in one game. Never played the Lego Star Wars on any other game aside from this. And it was a good way to start since they had pretty much all of them combined into one grand Lego game. This is by far my favorite Lego title, even though I really love the Lego games in general. So, really enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. But this is really tough. I couldn't tell whether it should be in here or not. It was really tough for me. Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. There's a stain on this. If you can see that, I'm not sure if you can. I really owe it to myself to beat this game. I still haven't beaten this game, which is a shame. If you watch my GameCube collection video, or at least the first one, you know that I really love Path of Radiance, and I like it more than Radiant Dawn. Though Radiant Dawn is still a great, fantastic game on its own. It's just really. I wouldn't blame you if you like this one more. In fact, it made many improvements from the other one, but there's some things that I didn't like as much. Didn't have that same magical feeling because it wasn't my first Fire Emblem. It was great to see it continued, and it was cool how they had introduced all these new characters as well as brought back a lot of the old ones as well. Pretty much all of them, aside from I think Largo, which was actually my favorite character from the first game, which is really annoying, but he just makes an appearance. He's not actually playable, which is unfortunate. But you know, that's a bit nitpicky. It's really cool to see them age and how the relationships have developed with other people we never even heard of, and the world of Fire Emblem is as diverse and detailed as ever, and the story is very gripping as it was in the first. There's some really cool cutscenes in there too. I love it. I really want to play it now just by saying all these things. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. While it's definitely not the most polished game, it's got some bugs, like sometimes your character, like you fly around, and sometimes your character will just like will get stuck in the flying position and just keep going, like, or into like a ground or building and just keep going until you get hit or something. But at the same time, it's really cool how it's kind of a free roaming fighting game. Like, unlike the traditional 2D fighting games, one-on-one fighting games you usually see, there's actually, like, you can move around quite a bit in the map, in like a 3D space almost, which makes it unique. A lot of times it can be annoying too, but it's really cool how a lot of the attacks work. When they first introduced it, it was really like almost very gimmicky, because they were saying the whole selling point was you could actually do the Kamehameha and moves like that with the Wii Remote and Nunchuck. And you can do it, works fairly well, just if you do the general motion. You don't have to make the whole formation, but as a huge Dragon Ball Z fan, it was still cool. It gives you the option of the classic controller, which is weird that I've never tried that, because that seems it might be the better way to go, but that worked just fine with the Wii Remote and Nunchuck as far as I'm concerned. And the best part about it is it's got over 150 characters, which is very impressive. I think that was like a record for a fighting game, at the time at least. Budokai Tenkaichi 2, I think, set a record as well at its time, but then this one beat it. It's really great to see all the characters, and a lot of them were really fleshed out. They weren't just thrown together the last minute kind of thing. Yeah, I really enjoyed seeing the characters come to life. I love Dragon Ball Z. My Sims Agents. Now, you will probably be laughing at me about this one, but you really owe it to yourself to give this a try, because it's a very underrated game. Not many people have played it. Even some of the critics give it fair reviews. It's about 7.5, so 7s, I think. Watch me be completely wrong, and they're like 5 is their average review. But I don't care, because this is a great game. I don't care what anyone says. It's very unique from the My Sims series. Played the first one and Kingdom, and I liked them a lot. I liked Kingdom a bit more, but it's really cool because you're like solving mysteries and you have different missions. And there's also, while you're doing your main mission with your own character, you can also assign side missions for your other agents that you hire to go out and do, which is a really cool aspect, because they'll call in with like, there'll be like text messages that pop up and things telling you their progress and whether they're successful or not. So that's really cool, some replay value there with like almost side quest in a My Sims game, which is really unheard of. But there are annoying parts of the game, especially like the mini game parts can be frustrating at times and really annoying. At points they're just like, come on, you're just doing mini games for the sake of mini games. I was really hoping for My Sims Agents 2 as well. I think there was room to do that. Because the story really feels like you go there. The story is actually pretty cool in this game. And I love meeting all the different characters. They have such quirky personalities. It's awesome. I really should play through this again sometime. But I want another My Sims Agents game. Please, EA, if you're listening here, make another. I would love you for that. There are fans out here for this game. I'd love to see another game in this style, especially though. As far as I know, it's well received too, so I don't see why it wouldn't. Mario Kart Wii this is my, this is my number 6 on the list. It's great. Like, the online is one of the best the system has to offer. It's very fluent. I didn't have any problems with like lag or anything any times I've played. The graphics are really beautiful to me for the system. Especially, it was only 2008 this came out, and it's really beautiful graphics. I actually like the Wii wheel. I have a feeling most use a GameCube controller, but they give you plenty of options though, so you can't complain about the controls. There's GameCube, classic controller, Wii Remote, Nunchuck, and Wii wheel, so that's a lot of options, and I really love this game. Probably my favorite Mario Kart. I said Double Dash was, but I don't think so. I'd say Mario Kart Wii probably is. race at this point. It's very polished. I need to play Mario Kart 7 still, obviously, because I heard that's fantastic, but I really enjoy races in this. There's not much else to say, because it's not that different from Mario Kart games in general, but it's got some cool items. Of course, there's the whole rubber band mechanic where you could be in last place 1 minute and then in first place this next, but it's all good fun. It's not really a major competitive thing, but you can be good at this game, though. It's not an impossible thing. That's it for this. This is my first part of the top 10. Next time I'll do numbers 5 through number 1. You'll get to see my number. These are the best of the best on the Wii's library to me. So see you then.